Today I'm going to play Waifu Uncovered. Again. I played this in 2020 when it first came out, basically because some doofus on Reset Era was like, "Oh, I'm offended that a booby game is on the Nintendo Switch, and oh, it's so terrible," and I just thought it was dumb, so I wanted to make a video calling them out. But at that time, I didn't really play the game properly. I didn't really know what I was doing. It turns out that it's actually super fun. It's actually super well done. It's got naked girls, but it's a fun shmup by itself. I think I'm just going to play normal mode, but we're going to play Censored because this is going to go on YouTube. But basically the gist of the game is you have to collect these ninja stars or something. And there's a counter on top of the screen telling you how many you need to collect. And then you'll move to the next stage of this level. And you collect power-ups by killing enemies, so now I have better shots. And so you collect power-ups by the end of the game, which we should get there. I'm planning on beating the whole thing. By the end, you are crazy powerful. Just filling the whole screen with bullets. And by beating the normal mode, then you unlock arcade mode. Well, arcade mode is more like a real... It's not quite bullet hell, but it's a lot more difficult. Because it becomes a war of attrition on arcade mode. Where you don't do hardly any damage and you're just surviving, and boss fights take minutes and minutes and it's not very fun. Whereas this normal mode, it's a lot easier. It's not as, I guess, shmup fans wouldn't find it as satisfying, but it's like, I don't know, you're here to look at naked girls. What do you want it to be difficult to see naked girls for? Would you spend $8 on this game to make it difficult on yourself? See, I didn't say hard on yourself, because that would have been inappropriate. But the boss fights in the arcade mode also just fill the screen with these kind of trash mobs. I like the normal mode because it's fun shooting. You plow through it and you have a good time. You unlock naked girls. And this is like before the real stage starts. The idea is that you want to kill all of the enemies. And then if you do, and you're playing on uncensored mode, well then you'll see the naked girls. But if you don't kill all the enemies, then you don't see the nudity. So it's like, what am I playing this game for? See, we would have had the nude. But we're playing on censored mode. But East Asia Soft, like I was saying, everybody last year freaked out that this game existed. And then East Asia Soft proceeded to just release a new smutty game practically every week for the next year. People on Reset Era don't even bother talking about him anymore. Because it's just like, oh, well, it's just an everyday... It's a normal thing on the Switch now to have boobs. I've seen more naked breasts in video games on the Switch than every other game system I've ever owned combined. And you would never expect that from Nintendo. So it's weird. I'm kind of grateful that they exist though. Because this sort of stuff got released in Japan all the time. So it's not like they were new unheard of things. They were just sort of new and unheard of. Oh my. Well, that's great. So it's not like it's completely off the wall. It's just they've finally been bringing this stuff over from Japan. Or these type of games. But if this looks pretty mindless and easy, it actually pretty much is. When I played it last year on that video, I didn't really know what I was supposed to be doing. So I didn't get very far, and basically the only reason why I played it was just to make fun of Reset Era. But now I've actually played it seriously because the sequel came out. So I came back to this first game and I was all like, oh, it's actually also good. Because the sequel is actually, they improved it a lot, but it'll get its own video, so I won't talk much about that. Monkey! Those look like monkeys, right? Jeez. But this ship, because you get a bunch of different ships and you have to unlock all the ships. This ship I'm using has a ton of health. And it has really powerful shots. That's why I picked it. Because I can just run into stuff and it's not that big of a deal. But see how many trash mobs there are? On arcade mode, they just spam you with bazillions of them. Because it's supposed to be the real mode. It's supposed to be the one that, it's the real reason why you play the game. And there's actually some characters, some extra girls that are only available on arcade mode. So I don't actually have everybody unlocked yet. Jeez. There, now it's dead. I kind of like that when you end the stage, the way you end the stage is you press the fire button one more time. And like a little extra spurts out. I don't know how else to describe it, but your little spurt. Ooh, we good this time. Look at this. But like I said, by the end of the game, you're just filling the screen with bullets. It's cool. You feel really powerful. I don't want that red thing. It's bad. Come here. There you go. See, I killed everything, so we would have nudity. But we're not on nude mode. We're on censored baby mode. For YouTube. But actually, already this game's getting kind of crazy, and this is only like the 3rd level. But it doesn't ever get that hard. Hard. It's always pretty tame compared to the arcade mode. But this game has pretty solid music. It's got pretty okay art. I mean, it's not like the artwork is anything to really scream about, but it's fine. And I know some people will probably complain. It's like, what's the point of why play a game with boobs in it? You just look at real porn. But it's like, I don't know. There's something extra. It feels extra risque when it's in a video game on a Nintendo system. So even though it's not exactly like super duper titillating, I don't know, it's still fun. Because that's what I want to do now, is I've basically decided that I want to push back at all the people that are all like, boobs in video games are bad now. Like, I hate that. I hate those people that try to make you embarrassed, or they try to shame you into not playing Senran Kagura or Dead or Alive or stuff like this because you're supposed to feel bad about it. But that's, people always either want to shame you about it, or the coverage of stuff like this is always that ironic, like, oh, we shouldn't be playing this because it's naughty, ha ha ha. Like, I want to play these things and cover these things and talk about games like this genuinely and seriously as somebody that actually likes them, as a fan, instead of somebody that wants to treat it like it's dirty and wants to treat people that play them like they're perverts. No, we're just normal cool people that like fun video games and don't mind anime boobs. So I'm kind of rebranding this year, and that's what I want to focus on. Is just being honest and genuine about stuff like this. Not treating you like a pervert if you like this sort of game. Not treating it like it's some big joke that you're not supposed to like. I want to play these games because I like them. I'm not ashamed of liking them. And maybe if there was a channel like this that other people that enjoy them can also be kind of open about it. Maybe we'll just all have more fun. But the main girl on this game, the kind of cat girl that's on the cover and all the artwork, I've never unlocked her yet. You gotta work your butt off in arcade mode to get her. Dang, I got all sorts of goodies. There we go. I am playing on like the online scoreboard mode, but the top scores in this game are insane. I don't know how people get them. It's like hundreds of millions of points, and I've never even come close to that. But yeah, this is closer to what like the first level of arcade mode is like. Just tons of bullets and tons of enemies. And then it only gets way, way, way harder from there on arcade mode. But see, it's not too terribly taxing. It's not like super crazy as far as the shmups go, but it's fun because boobs. Oh, you're not allowed to like boobs in video games. Only horny 12-year-olds like this stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Shut up. Because everybody else is prudes doesn't mean that you have to be. Let your freak flag fly. But kind of in relation to that, part of my rebrand on this YouTube channel is I want to review anime too. And I'm not going to go review like every like hot new show. I want to cover anime that people aren't really aware of. That sort of got ignored. That his name's deep shit. But shows that I don't know, don't usually get reviewed or kind of don't really get the coverage that maybe they I don't know deserve, but because there's a lot of shows that before they even come out they get kind of a reputation, and that sort of drives the conversation about them, and so people don't even know if the show is good or not. So I kind of want to review stuff like that. I'm going to review some kind of not pervy shows, but just kind of normal shows that nobody's watched. So it's going to be we're going to do anime titty video games. We're going to review anime. I'm going to try to do top 10 lists. We're going to do all sorts of stuff. Because just playing normal games, it don't seem to do much on YouTube anymore. So I'm going to I'm gonna specialize and play stuff that everybody else is afraid of. I'm really strong. I actually missed one this time. Not that it matters, we're not going to see nudity anyway. Yeah, missed two. But you can unlock extra little options that will circle around your ship and give you extra firepower. So if you pick a character that can actually have options, just the screen is just full of bullets. I don't think this character can even, or this ship can even get options. It can fill the screen with bullets in other ways. No! But in this game, you pick up all of your power-ups. They just drop from the enemies. In the sequel, you have to buy your power-ups for the most part in between levels. I don't know that I like that better. Although I guess you have more control over how each run goes. This way, it's kind of random what you end up with. Which I suppose is okay, because it makes each playthrough more unique. Because, you know, one time you might get a ridiculous, crazy power-up and destroy everything in one shot. And then the next time you might have a harder time. Because you don't have any good power-ups and your bullets aren't strong enough and you don't have any options and things like that. We're doing pretty good this time. Certainly not having any problems. But this is easier mode, so... Balls. Bouncing balls. Yeah, I don't care. I got lots of health. He dead. Oh, geez. That's one thing about this game and the sequel is they don't have the best performance. When there's a lot of bullets on screen and a lot of enemies, it actually slows way down. So it's going to slow down a lot in the next couple levels. Although I played a bunch of shmups on the Xbox 360. That's where I started playing shmups. So I'm used to games having slow down. You don't treat it like it's a problem. You treat it like it's a intentional benefit to make it easier on yourself. But see, this is the nice thing about these later levels is that you kill stuff so fast because there's so many enemies and you build up points so fast that they actually go by fast. So they don't kind of drag like the first level does. This game has a one finger mode that you play in the portable mode on your Switch. So you can like sit it in your lap and just touch the screen with one finger and do something else with your other hand. I don't know what. Somebody in the comments tell me. But you have to unlock that one finger mode. I haven't bothered to play it because I don't play my Switch handheld. But I mean, stuff like that probably gives this game a bad reputation because it's like, oh, it's obviously just for pervs. But it's like, whatever. You do what you want to do. I don't care. I think video games are super fun. However you want to play them. No matter what you want to do with your video games. Look how strong my bullets are, plus I'm shooting a bazillion of them. Look how strong it is! I'm gonna kill this stupid rabbit so fast. I think this is my favorite girl, by the way. She looks real good. Yeah, run into me, I don't care. I don't want that red power up, it's bad. Oh, I missed one. These are just score things. I don't care about the score. Oh, I hate this thing. Yeah, kill that fast. Because that one enemy will just sit there and fire laser crap at you and screw you over. And if you pick this level, this girl, earlier in the game, it's harder to kill that really powerful enemy. Because you don't have powerful enough weapons to actually take it out fast. So I like to save this one for later. Then it's easier. Oh, it's going so slow. But yeah, this game's cheap and it's fun, and you don't have to be a shmup expert to have a lot of fun with it and get, beat it. Oh, that's another thing I'm going to do besides just anime stuff. I want to do shmups. Because I like shmups, but also because shmups kind of... They have a reputation for being more intimidating and harder than they actually are. So I kind of want to show people that you can have fun with shmups without being a badass one complete clear or one credit clear and all that type of stuff. You can actually play shmups casually and still get your money's worth. Ah, I ran into something that wasn't even there. This is kind of not looking good. I'm losing a lot of health. Nope, don't want that. Uh-oh. Am I going to die right at the end and not even beat it? How embarrassing. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Yeah, I only got about half health. Ah, it should be fine. It'll be fine, maybe. My microphone is kind of in the way. It makes dodging these things at the bottom of the screen harder. Ah, there we go. I did it! Well, I beat it. This game's fun. I like it. It's worth the money, and the sequel is worth the money. You don't have to just be a pervert. It's just fun. But thank you for watching. Like I said, I'm going to do a lot of anime stuff. I'm going to do a lot of shmups. I'm going to do a lot of just trying to cover things from a different perspective than you're usually going to see. Because I enjoy it, and I think other people will enjoy somebody being genuine about it. So please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Thanks for watching.